Hi Pisces, this is Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot, here to do your mid-month reading for December. I would like to thank all of you for the love and support you have given me on my channel, and I would like to thank each of you personally for all of your beautiful messages and positive responses. I truly feel blessed by all the support I've been receiving from everyone. If you would like to contact me, my email is posted below along with a mailing address for those of you who would prefer to send postcards or letters. And for anyone who is new to my channel, I am an energy healer and intuitive. I am new to the world of YouTube, and my personal goal is to reach the 100,000 subscriber mark so I can share these messages with as many people as possible. I really enjoy doing these readings. Making these videos is a passion of mine, and again, my goal is to reach as many people as I can through the YouTube. And so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And for those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And stay tuned for a special contest that will be coming up later this month. So thank you for listening. Now let's get started with your reading. So I'm going to do a general reading, and as a general reading, oh, that's going to pop out. So as a general reading, the messages will resonate differently for everyone. So be sure to check out your moon and rising sign for a complete picture of all of the energies around you. I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck and the Celtic Cross spread. Celtic Cross lets me see what's happening now, challenges and potentials, the root of the situation, recent past, what your strengths are, what the energies are coming towards you. And again, this reading is for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Pisces for the second half of December. So we started with the card that fell out was the High Priestess. So I feel like Pisces, like you've been having a lot of intuitive messages coming your way. Spirit's really sending you a lot of messages, and you know, you've been trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. It's possible too that there are you could be keeping secrets, or someone could be keeping a secret from you, but I feel like this is more about you and your intuition, and that you've really been learning to trust your intuition. Perhaps you even started meditating or doing things to try and listen to that inner voice inside of yourself. Okay, and the counterpart to the High Priestess is the Hierophant, and you actually have the Hierophant that's come out. Hierophant can also be a Taurus, so there could be a Taurus in your life, or someone who has a lot of Taurus in their chart. But this is all about, so the High Priestess she's all about intuition and mystery and trusting yourself, and that kind of a knowledge, the knowledge of the universe, the knowledge of secrets, the knowledge of mystery, and of the unknown, of the occult. And the Hierophant is all about knowledge, traditional knowledge. It's about conventional wisdom, conventional knowledge, and traditions. And so you have that crossing you. So I really feel like you possibly might have been seeking information, and you're finding that information by going within and trusting your intuition, and finding and just tapping into your higher self and listening to your higher self. You do have the King of Swords, that is your foundation. So this is the past conditions that have led to your present situation, Pisces. And the King of Swords is someone who is very strategic and thoughtful, and really plans and thinks things through. They think more about logic and reason than they do about intuition. So I feel like perhaps you have you've been leaning on that, and really in the past you were more basing your decisions, basing choices, basing, you know, what direction you wanted to go in with your life, with your career, in relationships. You're basing everything on logic and reason, and you were ignoring your intuition, ignoring your gut, ignoring those feelings. And Pisces, you are like the most intuitive sign you're the most intuitive zodiac sign, and for you to be ignoring your intuition is, you know, again, you're very intuitive, and I feel like you're learning to trust yourself, that perhaps Before you used to rely on that conventional wisdom and knowledge and like the book smarts, but now you've learned to start to trust yourself, and you're trusting that those feelings that you get, that the nudges from your higher self are something that you can trust and something that you can listen to, and you've been learning to trust yourself, and I feel like you have been on a bit of a spiritual journey. This isn't going to, it's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. So if it's not resonating with you, do check out your moon and your rising signs. But I feel like this message is for a good chunk of you, that it's you've been on a spiritual path, a spiritual journey, and you've been taking the time to learn about different things. So perhaps you're learning about astrology, perhaps you're learning about tarot, perhaps you're learning about Reiki, you're learning about energy healing. So any of those kinds of things, crystals, healing crystals, and you're learning to trust your intuition, and you're starting to move away from more that book smarts, logic, reason, and you're now starting to feel your way through your everyday life. Yeah, because in your past situation here, and this is the energy that's starting to move out of, like away from you, could still be lingering, but it's the energy that's in the background is that of the Hanging Man, and this is about getting a different perspective on your situation. And again, I really feel like this is more of an internal journey, like you're going through some kind of a change or metamorphosis, and it's where you're kind of getting away from the logic and reason and starting to now feel your way through, and starting to trust your intuition and rely on yourself that way, because you're a very gifted Pisces. Again, you're the most intuitive sign of the zodiac sign, and I feel like you weren't doing that before, and now you're beginning to learn about that, because something happened, something that kind of changed your perspective in general, just overall in general, and this has led to you learning and changing and moving through that. And so you have the Four of Cups energy above you, so perhaps the Four of Cups is about feeling unfulfilled and apathy, and yeah, I think perhaps in your life in general you weren't feeling fulfilled, and now so you're now starting to tap into your higher self. You're learning about that, and you're learning about that which fulfills you. You've been probably seeking, I feel like you might have been seeking, this might have started out because you were seeking information on what was your purpose in life, what was your soul purpose, what was it that you should be doing in life, and whether or not it's like career, for money, whatever area that was in. And that's what started you on this path, and you leaned to that because what you were doing wasn't fulfilling you, where your life was, your relationships, perhaps your career, money, finances, what you had in life, you just weren't feeling fulfilled. And I think an opportunity came, and generally the Four of Cups is this person, they're not happy with what they have here below. These are opportunities for emotional fulfillment, these cups. They're not paying attention to them. They're not satisfied with that. But Spirit is offering this huge cup of opportunity. But this person is still not seeing it. But I feel like you got the wake-up call, that you saw things from a different perspective, and you got that wake-up call, and the surprise gift came towards you from the universe, this opportunity, and this is what has started you on this journey and on this path. And it's really beautiful, Pisces. It's really wonderful. And yeah, and here we go. So you have in the near future, Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is all about, it's the energy of being of abandoning your current situation and moving on from it. So I'm just going to move this card a little bit closer so you can see. So this, again, cups are your emotional energy. You are actually, it's water, and you are a water sign, Pisces. So it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this is your emotions. The cups do represent your emotions, your intuition. And this person has turned their back on these cups. Some of them are filled, some of them are knocked over, but these all represent this feeling of unfulfillment and not being emotionally fulfilled by what you were doing, and you've turned your back on that and you're moving in a new direction to seek that which does fulfill you. And so that is where what's in your near future, or what's developing from this situation, is you are now on this quest, this journey to find that which fulfills you. And I really do feel like this is it has a bit of a spiritual element to it, again, of connecting with your higher self and being true to your inner being and who you are and who you want to be. So this is really beautiful, Pisces. It's really good for you. And okay, so and then you have the Empress, and the Empress is, you know, the High Priestess is the most intuitive card in the deck, and the Empress is pretty close to it, but this is all about also nurturing. I feel like you're really nurturing yourself. You're growing this change, this metamorphosis. You're growing and changing, and it's going to lead to abundance. Because the Empress is all about that nurturing energy of creation, and so you are recreating yourself, Pisces. And and you have the Four of Wands in this is what you need to know. This can also be what's influencing the situation, but what you need to know is that this journey that you're on is has the Four of Wands, and this is celebrating you. This is your friends and family celebrating you. It can also represent homecoming, reunions, but I just really feel like this is a celebration of youth, because, you know, as you're going through this change and going through this evolution of yourself, you're going to attract so much abundance towards you, Pisces. It's really beautiful energy, and people are going to be celebrating you because you're bringing your authentic self to the table, and it's beautiful, beautiful. But your fear here is there is a little bit of a fear here. You have the Five of Cups energy, and your hopes and fears are things that need to be done behind the scenes. So every now and again, when you go through some kind of a change, change can be scary. Releasing the old, and it's something that has to be done to make way for the new. And that can be a little scary at times, fearful, because you're moving into the unknown. And with the Five of Cups energy here, this is about being focused on the loss. But you see, there's two full cups behind this person. If they would only turn around, that they would see what they have and those opportunities that are there and what they still have. And so this is Spirit advising you, Pisces, to be careful not to dwell on all the things as you're moving, as you're growing, as you're evolving. You're going to change. So don't get caught up focusing on the things that you've had to release and let go of during this change, during this process, and make sure you're focusing on what you have in your life, and be grateful for those things. So I just feel like that's a warning from Spirit to just be careful that you don't get caught up in that trap, Pisces. It's something that's very easy to do, and just know that you have the universe has your back. This is awesome. I'm really, really happy to see this. So you have the Sun in your potential outcome, or where you're headed, and the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. This is everything. This is material happiness, success, joyous outcome. This is having success in all areas of your life. So your emotional, your mental, your career, finance, abundance. This is happiness and abundance and success in all of those areas. And being the Sun card as well, it's the sun is shining down on you. The universe is shining down on you. You are being blessed. You're being protected by the universe. You're being guided by the universe. You are being rewarded by the universe because of all of this effort that you're doing. So Spirit is listening to you. Spirit has your back, and everything that you want. Like, as you're changing, this is such a positive, great change for you. I don't actually even need to pull any clarifiers for this reading, because I mean, everything is pretty. This is an amazing reading. I'm so happy for you, Pisces. This is a fantastic outcome, and yeah, the messages are really good here. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. This is really good. I'm really happy that you're going through this, Pisces. And I am going to pull an angel healing card, or an angel tarot card, just for one last little bit of advice. See if Spirit or the angels have any last little piece of advice for you. So we have the 8 of Water. So this has come up twice because this is the 8 of Water. 8 of Cups is also the 8 of Water. So the final message again from Spirit for you, Pisces, is that you have a desire to move on, and you're searching for something meaningful in your life and spiritual, and you're also searching for spiritual and emotional growth. And you know, connecting with Spirit, connecting with your higher self, that will help to lead to that spiritual and emotional growth, which will then lead to all this abundance and success for you. So I'm going to pull a Living Reiki healing card. I really like these cards. Reiki is energy healing, and we often have energy blockages. We also have blockages, our old thought patterns in our subconscious thoughts and mind that can lead to blocks in manifesting and achieving all of our goals and desires in life. And so I do find that these cards help us to release these blocks. The advice that's on them. So we have calm. So for the last 2 weeks of December, Pisces, just let go of worry. So again, that worry, let it go, Pisces. It's not serving you. It's not going to help you achieve everything that you want to achieve. And I'm going to pull one final card. It's called Wisdom for Healing deck cards. And, you know, throughout our day-to-day life, we can see the cup is either half empty or half full. And that attitude, that perspective can influence on whether or not we have a good day or a bad day. And I find that these cards are really good for offering advice on how to see that cup as half full rather than half empty. So I quite like these cards too, for practical wisdom. So Pisces, bring humor to your life. So for the last 2 weeks of December, Pisces, think about whether you truly have a sense of humor. Healing is enhanced with humor, and laughter can lighten almost anything, certainly most day-to-day irritations anyway. So your goal for the last half of December, the last 2 weeks of December, Pisces, is to bring humor to everything that causes you stress, as this is one of the most empowered responses that you can have. A beautiful message, Pisces. So this concludes your reading for the second half of December. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell because I will be doing a special contest later on this month, and you want to be notified when that happens. I'm also going to be doing a 2020 year forecast reading. That's going to come out later this month as well, and you will want to be notified when that comes out, as well as when the January readings come out. So thank you for joining me, Pisces, and take care.